This is Yum Yums, and they are amazing. Really, really simple to do. I'm gonna start off just with some strong white flour, and we're just gonna rub into that some dried yeast and some salt. Just give them a quick rub in. Then, I'm gonna add some sugar, because Yum Yums should be a little bit sweet, even though we're gonna cover them in icing a wee bit later on. Finally, with the dry ingredients, we're gonna add the butter. Now, this is just kind of chilled butter, but it's being diced up a little bit just to help us get it a bit more incorporated quickly. I'm just gonna give that a very, very light rub in. Shouldn't be like breadcrumbs, like you'd make a pastry. Then, I'm gonna add the liquid. That's just 250 grams of water and 1 egg for a bit of richness. And then, it's as simple as mixing it together. And that probably is the hardest part of making Yum Yums. Kind of starting to come together, you just mix it all together with your hands until you've absorbed all the flour on the side of the bowl. And then just cover that in cling film and leave it for about half an hour at room temperature, and that'll be perfect and ready to laminate. Our dough's rested for half an hour, and we're just gonna start laminating. You've got to be quite soft when laminating, or else you can just end up mixing the dough and the butter together. You don't want that. Roll it out to a very rough, long rectangle. And then you're just going to do a couple of folds. Take one end and fold it into the middle. Take the other end and fold it into the middle. It's a bit wonky, but it'll be fine. Then we're going to close it like a book. So you just take the whole thing and fold it over. That's our first turn of our laminated dough. Okay, that's our second turn. We probably want to do 1 or 2 more. We'll wait and see how it looks. I'm just going to fold that up very loosely again, one last time. Once you've rolled it out, laminated it 3 or 4 times, just leave it at room temperature, warm place, in the fridge, whatever, for about an hour, hour and a half, until it's got noticeably bigger at least. And then be ready to roll out your Yum Yums. So here we have our laminated and improved Yum Yum dough. It's time to roll it out. Cut them into individual Yum Yums. So we're just going to roll it out again, just like we did before, into a big, big, big rectangle. And hope and hope and hope that it doesn't stick. So as you can see, this dough will make quite a few Yum Yums. So we're just about to cut our Yum Yums into individual strips. And I'll show you how to make them into that traditional Yum Yum shape. And again, if you don't have a dough scraper, use a knife. It's just as good. So, cut them as wide as you like, really. So once you've got your strips, if you've got a dough scraper, it makes it particularly easy, but you just need to make a slit down the middle, but leaving it, connecting at each end, just like that. And then you fold it over once, and fold it over twice. There you've got your Yum Yum twist. Right, so once our Yum Yums are shaped, just gotta leave them to prove one last time before we fry them. And a good way to do it is just get a baking tray, put some cling film over the top, put our Yum Yums on there. If any of them come loose, just give them a wee touch up. That's probably enough. Right now we're heating up the oil, ready to plonk our Yum Yums in. We're using a little bit of the dough we reserved earlier to check how hot it is, and just to make sure we don't cause any immolation. So we'll take a couple of proved Yum Yums. Right, so these Yum Yums are going to be in the oil for a couple minutes each side at least, just till they're nice and golden brown. So we're just gonna brush our gloopy icing over the top, and that'll very, very quickly harden and set over the hot Yum Yums. Just turn it over into the other side. Very liberally with our gloopy icing, which is just a mixture of icing sugar and water. Isn't that fantastic? This is Yum Yums, and they are amazing. Really, really simple to do. I'm going to start off just with some strong white flour, and we're just going to rub into that some dried yeast and some salt.